meg így elpésen gyalogolják. Bátor, tudom, hogy látod. Nagyon menői. Egyébként, hogy... Normálisan úgy közlekednek, pedig mint akire elmebeleg és rohanni kell vidék. Mindig videók. De túl sokáig tart, úgyhogy ez nem tartható. Welcome to the southern headquarters of the Edit Police Department. Whatever you need, from civil disturbances to full-blown felonies, you come to us. Guy's been on the up and up lately.
Got some real seedy business ventures in town. We've been swamped, so you might need to wait a little bit before we can get to you. But just give us time and we'll tackle your problem. Dryden district is home to the police HQ, so that naturally makes it the safest district in town. I heard other districts haven't been so lucky as of late, got gangsters pouring out of the woodwork. Every district should be as safe as Sidon. That's our goal. I can't wait to get my own beat and start helping out. Oh, you're the brigand that Inspector dragged in for questioning. Divisive memory search. Mr. Arkwright, correct? Just a friendly reminder that you are in our system. Oh, shucks, you're too kind. Oh, spicy. Our boss is giving a record? Spent some time in the clink? Shameless to the bone. I see, and your friends seem aware of that themselves. I admit, you weren't directly involved with what was going on, and you didn't technically break any laws. But you're walking a fine line, Bob. You stick your nose in too deep and you can expect a visit to the clink. Just thought I'd give you that heads up. I keep it in mind. If you guys keep dragging my ass here all the time, it's gonna start cutting into my bottom line. Honestly, I'd be happy if you did have to walk away from that little business. But I doubt you care about what I think. I will say this though, you only have to screw up once to land yourself in serious trouble. You can't skirt the law forever. We're letting you off the hook this time, but don't push your luck with the law, Spriggan. It'll bite you in the ass one day. The inspector has a lot on his plate. He's getting ready for a business trip right now. He's always in pursuit of the truth, no matter where it takes him. He's on countless investigations both in and out of the capital, meaning he seldom has time to deal with shade of grey types like you. The whole department would rather you keep out of that business, really. How about you have a heart and stop tying up our resources with your stunts? Welcome to Edit Police Department site and HQ. This is the general reception desk. I've got the paperwork for you right here. If you wanted to report a crime, I mean. That's right there, getting ahead of yourself, Kiara. First figure out what the person's actually here for. You've got the passion and motivation, you just need to dial it back a bit and focus on listening first. Yes, sir! I have a reception form right here, so please fill in the details of your inquiry. Once I've confirmed your inquiry, I'll get you in contact with an officer who can help you. If you have any other questions or concerns, we can answer them here at the reception desk. Good, that was much better. You sound a lot better when you relax and speak naturally. Bear that in mind, okay? Sorry about that. I just started this year, I'm still learning the ropes around here. But I can't hide behind excuses like that. I have an oath to fulfill as a police officer. Please let me know if there's anything you need. I need to get used to this so I can help people out as much as possible. On the subject of trouble, we're sending some officers to Starbud in case anything funny happens at the film festival. Had this source tip us off that something might be brewing over there. may very well be just a rumor, but I got a hunch it's not. We might need you for backup if things go south. I can't give any details beyond that. Just be ready for anything. Yes, sir.
That policeman looks so cool!
All right.
Biztosról fel kellene kulcsúan.
All right.
Looks like we got a force trigger. QA testing. Hello, I'm currently developing a full body experience mystery game, and I would love for you and yours to participate as testers. If you solve all the puzzles and review the experience, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time. Okay, the sun's gone. Means all the boards have been checked. Only 3 tasks for today. Nice! We got to take care of at least 2 jobs today. Oh, this job looks interesting. They want us to test some kind of mystery solving game? Man, can't I get normal requests for once? Why the hell do they need a spring gun for it? I'm just trying to figure out what they meant by full body. Sounds suggestive. I mean, fair. Guess it wouldn't hurt to at least read the pamphlet they gave us. Let's see here. Princess in peril. Save the kingdom's fair maiden. Huh? The kingdom of Edith is in chaos, for its fair princess has been kidnapped. Edith calls upon you, O gallant knight, to save her from those villains. Collect the 3 keys and free the princess from her hidden prison. Damn if that isn't a setup. Think we'll get a happy ending when we rescue her? Alright, sign me up. This actually sounds like fun. I'll be a royal subject for a day. Sounds harmless enough. Oh, I think this card here is our first clue. The first key lies hidden within the Zayden district. Seek the Mistress Taylor on the cutting edge of fashion. Well, that's pretty specific. Helps us narrow it down. Guess if we ain't got anything better to do, we can go give this a...
Well, we're on the clock now.
Oh, I'm so in love with this brand.
Oh yeah, we got that mystery solving thingy. Mistress Taylor on the cutting edge of fashion, huh? Manager here fits the bill. Do you have a minute? We're doing this mystery solving game thing. Set to look for a Mistress Taylor that you by chance? My, I wasn't expecting anyone to figure it out that quickly. I am indeed the mistress you seek. I am the royal family's personal tailor. Since I have a key, you must have figured out that I am complicit in the princess's kidnapping as well. Alas, I am unmasked. You're way more into this than I was expecting. So that's what they meant by full body. Meh, I was hoping for more, but maybe it would be fun to get in character like they're doing. I mean, I don't care. Whatever you want. Now that I've been found out, oh dear, what's a conspirator like me to do? I'll give you the key if you just let me go, I promise. To be honest, I was against kidnapping her from the start, truly. But a certain someone gave me an offer I couldn't refuse. Treasure beyond my wildest dreams. Simply had to play along. Evidently bribery is a big problem in this kingdom. Who's a certain someone though? Oh, forgive me, I just can't say. But a promise is a promise. Here's the first key and the next clue. Best of luck! And retrieve the first key. Here's the next puzzle. Let me take a look. Look at the river for your next key, where a metal box ferries passengers underground. The man watching over it holds the key. Well, that's obvious. Give us something a little tougher next time. Why don't you? Only watching over your progress if you don't mind. Only you can set her free, brave knight. Your fate is in your hands. Phew, right, how did I do? Pretty good. So the whole corrupt 8 thing pretty well. Damn it, now I'm invested. Feel like I gotta see the game to the end now. Ah, thank you, this has been a fun change of pace for me. Hehe. Don't take much to win you over, does it? Let's go get that next key. Okay. Mystery game-ba vagyok. Kell.
On my way. Well, where'd you next?
Okay, so here we are, right at the entrance to the Riverside subway. It said, look to the river and where a metal box ferries passengers underground. What does that mean here? Okay, let's head down underground. Next key is being held by the man that watches over the metal box. Yeah? Yeah. Yo, we're playing a puzzle game right now. I take it you're the one watching over the second key? Heh, very astute. You'd be correct before you as the supervisor of the Kingdom of Edith's underground mine. With the subterranean tunnels known only to me, whisking away the princess for child's play. It's like he's really gotten into this. You're the one who actually nabbed her. In one sense, yes, I did little more than carry her off to the third prison, however. It was someone else who hatched the plot to take her there. I assume you want to know who, but you get nothing more from me. You desire the truth, it lies beyond the next mystery. Here's the second key as a reward for your cunning. I'll receive the second key. Straight to the next one, huh? Let's see. Final key is in the Tyrell district. The ever-resourceful guide of the theater has it on that person. So this one's in Tyrell. Ever-resourceful guide of the theater. Another dumb riddle, I'm guessing. At this point, I'm kinda curious about the ending, honestly. Let's get a move on.
On my way.
We got mentions an ever-resourceful guide to the theater. If I had to guess, it's probably talking about this guy who works at Esprit Cinema. I'll need to find out. Got a second? We're taking part in this riddle game that's being tested right now. You the ever-resourceful guide of the theater that's got the last key we're looking for by any chance? Unbelievable. I think someone has reached the likes of me at long last. Yes, what you say is true. I serve the Kingdom of Edith as a humble member of this theatrical company. Long have I awaited the arrival of one who would come for my key, and it seems as though the time is finally upon me. Waiting for us, huh? That's a new one. It's not what your boss said. It's different from them somehow. That I am, as it so happens I was once part of the Knights Brigade. Circumstances have since seen me in the employ of this troop. However, my loyalty to the Edith royal family remains as unwavering as ever. Indeed, upon catching wind of a plot by a certain count to imprison the princess, I saw fit to infiltrate the enemy's ranks. I lack the means to stop the count's schemes. That is why I have sought someone to whom I could entrust my key, and at last they have arrived. I expect there to be any espionage involved in this first scavenger hunt. There's more to the plot of this thing than I expected, and with that, I shall now leave the last key in your capable hands. The last key. Thanks, you won't regret it. From the way you're talking, it sounds like you know who's behind all of this. Care to fill us in? Certainly, the man who imprisoned our fair princess is none other than Count Iota. He's a vile man who oppressed the people of his dominion. Thus the royal family saw fit to punish him for his misdeeds. As a result, the Count came to harbor a profound grudge against them, which has led to today's tragic state of affairs. Gotcha. I guess that will do it. Fear not, justice is on our side, but the Count's own butler, Ilhan, is of the same mind as myself. Give unto him the 3 keys that you have assembled, and he shall be able to free the princess at long last. Good luck. The fate of Her Royal Highness now rests within your hands. Please do not let the kingdom down. Ooh, but don't you worry. We'll rescue your fair princess. Don't mind putting in the work. Because once she's free, she can repay me with a healthy dose of happily ever afters for the rest of our days. You just had to turn this into a cheap porno, didn't you? Anyway, looks like our next stop is this County Tasman or wherever that might be. I heard those names somewhere before. There's no riddle this time, but I guess we've got to put on our thinking caps and hustle one last time. Isn't there some place called Utah? Sure, we'll run into it if we walk around long enough. That's all. Utah-ish.
Hey, did you see? There's a new movie! Hey!
Boo.
Amúgy igen, ez...
This feels great.
Igen, ez az a első igazi ilyen nagyvárosi.
All these shops are so nice.
Igen, az Empire-ben annyira más a feeling, hogy mindig olyan kisebb igazándiból. Ez viszont olyan igazi nagyvárosos feeling. Igen, itt ez más. Ez kell, ha nem. Ja, de ez az... A Ruboniában se volt a fővárosban. Térkép az nagy volt. Ez igaz.
On my way.
They call it an Orville Cafe. Banner launch. Oh, that's great.
Tudom, hogy még ott a főváros, az tényleg nagy volt. Azon kívül az összes többi város, ahol jártunk, azok kisvárosok voltak. Ilyen egy vagy két utcás kis városkák. Igen, az egész helyen igazából volt egy nagy város, ott is azt is feltagolták, hogy csak egyszer egy részen mehettél. De viszont már látszik, hogy most viszont már fejlődtek. Már most hát az engine fejlődött, az engine jobb.
Több 10 órába került, mire bejárok ma. De a falapban ugyanúgy feltöltik életre a város.
Ennyi beszélgetés van alakni, interakciót egyébként, és ezt egyesével rakodgatták le.
Kézzel van szerintem.
Ezt még nem AI-jal írták. Nem tudom, később játékokra használják-e majd, remélem nem, de... Az már generikebb lesz. Igen. Még azóta, oké, látszik, hogy nem tudom, ez olyan modernebbnek tűnik.
Ja, az egész világ, aztán...
Igen.
Halad.
Igen, de itt már...
Még a Old Steel 1-ben a számítógép is eléggé ilyen kodondó kérige volt. Ez a nagyon régi OS, ez a izé, az internet kiváltság. Már kb. Nem tudom, emberek.
Igen, még nincsen ilyesmi, de igen.
Talán sokszor dolgok vannak,
Igen.
felé megyünk.
Hát most már megvolt az ipari forradalom tulajdonképpen.
A technikában, igen.
Igen. Annyira fura látni. Na, folytatom a kis kvízemet, kis puzzle-emet. This place name is Iota. Ilhan's the owner's name. We're in the endgame now, literally. You must be Ilhan, correct? Count Iota's butler. My name, then you must have come to save the princess. Sure have. You got all 3 keys too. When handing the 3 keys they gather to Ilhan. You actually brought them. These are indeed the keys we need to unlock the princess's cell. She may finally work free once more. You can just go and backstab the count without paying the price, yeah? What's the script say about that? You're absolutely right. I'm sure to pay a price for this, perhaps the steepest price of all. I am only standing before you today because of the royal family. Not with myself if I didn't have them in their hour of need. I will go and set the princess free now. Can I ask you to wait here while I do so? Sure. Wonder who's playing the princess. She better be hot as hell considering everything we did to finish this whole thing. Thank you for your patience. I brought the princess here with me. Nice, we finally get to... Hey, so you are the kind strangers who rescued me, are you? Thank you so much. The Kingdom of Edith will never forget this kindness. Oh, come on, at least put some oomph into it. Don't drop the ball at the end. Hell no. Can we get a recast on this princess? I'm sorry, we couldn't find anyone to play the role of the princess in time. Thanks for helping out, Ilhan. Don't mention it, I had a lot of fun. I'd be happy to help out again if you have any other roles for me. I'll leave it to you then. See you around. And can you tell me what you thought of the game then? Well, it was more fun than I expected it to be. You clearly put a lot of effort into both the puzzles and the setting. Your casting choices weren't half bad, Princess notwithstanding. I really am sorry about that. I wasn't sure if there was really a mystery game like this. But judging by your reactions, it looks like I was worrying for nothing. Yeah, I could always try a different setting if you wanna shake things up a little. Don't gotta stick to the Kingdom and Princess setting. Yep, that's the plan. I've always had trouble getting people to take an interest in my ideas when I feel like puzzle games are just inaccessible. If I can nail the setting, then maybe that will draw people in, and then they realize how much fun they can be. Always good to see someone enjoying their hobbies. Yeah, but I don't plan on keeping it a hobby. I want to set up an event planning company and take it to the next level. Anyhow, my confidence is soaring sky high now with the glowing review coming from our famous brigand. I'm heading home to start working on the next game.
That's a wrap.
Reward deposited.
Do you have any preferences? Thanks for coming in.
So all dudes from earlier kept looking at me weird. Yeah.
What are we waiting for?
Ladder launch.
Láttam egyet. Hey there, old man. You Bruno? Who are you? Spriggan looking for work. I'm with Archive Solutions. Mind if we talk about the job? Job's exactly as I described in the posting. I'm getting old, so I figured it was about time for me to sort things out before I pass on. I want you to get this thing back to its proper owner. Bruno drew an item out from his pocket. A locket? Okay, but this isn't your photo, right, old man? That's right, this locket belongs to a stranger. I used to make my living as a thief long ago. I stole this. Just to be clear, I don't do that anymore. Life's taken its turns for me. I've actually heard about you, Bruno. You were a pretty famous thief. Rumor has it, no lock had been invented you couldn't break into. So all the legends are from when you were young, so everyone thought you'd given it up. I guess the rumor was true. Oh, you know me? You could said so before I bothered explaining that. But whatever, it's been 20 years since I stole this locket. It ain't the kind of thing you'd get good money out of, so I kept it with me instead of selling it. After hearing some rumors about you, Spriggan, I figured it would be better to see if you can return it for me before I just pitch it in the trash. So, how about it? Will you take the job? Sure, we'll take the job. Obvious question, but do you know where the owner is? I want you to return the locket boy in the photograph. Of course, it's been 20 years, so I'm sure he's that much older by now. Right, so he's in his late 20s now. So where's our guy? How should I know? Finding it out is your job. Can't even throw me a bone here. Stole it when I was hitting the Maserati Hotel's guest rooms over in Zayden. It was quite the event at the time from what I hear. The hotel staff might know more about it, so try asking them. Right, we're looking for hotel staff who know about their history. I assume you can handle it from there. Let me know once you've returned it. I'll send over your payment then. There he goes. Guess our next stop is the hotel in Zayden. Let's go look into this. You all got it?
Let's hurry up and finish this. What are we waiting for?
Alright, here's the Maserati. 20 years ago, our old man snatched the dude's locket here. If you can find somebody who was working here back then, that would help. Yeah, but we can just walk up and ask. That would be a bit suspicious. Best course of action would be finding an employee and sort of working our way toward that slowly. Igen, tényleg ő mondta, hogy már 20 éve itt dolgozik. Ez az első szöveg, amit mondott nekünk. Hey, sorry to interrupt.
Mindenki előtt lesz majd tőle.
Nem büszke rá.
Szép teljesítmény van, de nem tudom mit, ez egy fegyver beszélgetés.
Dolgozol valahol 20 éve.
A cégetnél mondjuk még 7 évet, és akkor 20 évet dolgozol, bárkivel szátsz a boltba, bárhol, 10 évet dolgozol a cégnél.
És akkor nézzek rá, hogy oké.
Elegi munkahelyemet, nem hallom, hogy 10 évet dolgozol. És ugye ezt is mondjuk ez a kettő egész a lesz.
Akkor néznek rám, mint aki... Ez hülye.
Valami baja van.
Mert pénztáros is kiszolgál, ezért valószínűleg nem fog outright beszólni. Hanem igen, hogy menjek onnan. Here's from Archive Solutions and we're trying to dig up some info on a case that happened here. Tényleg? Oké.
Ami szomorú, hogy már tudsz. De annyira nem van, mert májusban ez a másik járás.
Ja.
Áprilisban kicsit tulapot. Tudod, voltam majdnem.
Mégis mondták, hogy forró nyár lesz. Vagy nem? Most a másikat mondták. Vagy most melyiket mondták?
Valaki mondták. Nem.
Jó szó.
46 mondtak.
Bazol.
Már 35 felett van.
Régen mondtad, hogy jön a El Niño.
Ott van valahol a számban.
Ja, jó.
Szóval, hogy a levegő hatással van rá, de a lényeg az, hogy a nem tudom milyen helyzet miatt a sivatagi levegő ide fújja meg az időjárás, és fölöttünk van Európa felett egész nyáron. Jön a sivatagból a geciforró száraz levegő, ami már nem szárad, a óceánban felveszi a vizet, és párás, meleg levegőre ezt magyarázták már. Azt mondjuk, mit csinálják? Viszont fogok visszadni, utána fogok minden percet.
Hát nem is kell ahhoz 35 fok. Igen. Egy kis sót vagy valamit, akkor szórunk magunkra. Kis paprikát, hogy akkor Ha 40 fok felé megyünk, akkor fogom szabadságot kérek, és akkor amíg nem megy vissza normálisra, addig nem dolgozok.
Andra, mit tudom én?
Nem tudom, de ha nem megyünk sehova és itthon ülünk, akkor is nem tudok dolgozni.
Leszünk, hátba leszek, idáig ideg vízben, és amit akarsz, azt csinálsz egész nap.
Dehogy etetleg, ha fogadod a káros. Akkor éhe, akkor maradj ott éhezzél. I get a solution and you're trying to dig up some info on a case that happened here. Do you remember any instances of theft here at the hotel around 20 years ago? Theft? Let me think. I've been working here for a while, but I don't remember hearing about anything like that. Swing and miss that. We did have a major incident here 20 years ago, but I don't think it's what you're referring to. Oh, what happened? Well, I prefer to keep this on the down low, but if it helps the investigation... 20 years ago, the hotel was attacked by terrorists. Even the capital gets pot shots every now and then, huh? Yes, it claimed the life of a Senator Taylor and his family. The staff at the time had no idea what to make of it. Some of us thought it was some sort of conspiracy. Man, the whole family just got wiped out like that? Well, we're not 100% sure. The government quickly swooped in and kept all the information under wraps. In truth, we still don't know if there were any survivors among his family. Oh, but now that I think about it, Senator Polanski may know more about the incident. He and Taylor were colleagues, I believe. Alright, thanks. I'll chat him up. Old man said he nicknamed somebody's bucket. He nicked somebody's bucket. But that smells like a cover-up to me. Maybe he had a hand in that attack too. Yeah, it's got me suspicious too, but let's do some more digging before we jump to conclusions.
Let me ask you something.
Chatterbox trófea. Kaptunk trófeát. Used over 15 topics. Hey there, sorry to butt in. Melyik? Jó. Ja. Ja. Én is kíváncsivá tettél. Ja, akkor hozzad. Hát a másik irányba megyek, hogy a csípős halas,
Ez itt tök érdekes volt
Ja.
most így.
tudod
Ez
így
egy ilyen
ott
egybecsi. Ez a csípő.
igen, nem tudom, hogy a csípős az olajos, hát szalámit ezek rá, abból jön ki a olaj. Ez így.
Még szaftos, de már nem fogok.
Már tulajdonképpen hülyebb. Tehát nem túl vissza.
Ugye ilyen kettő között vagy, mindenből a legjobbat kapod. Ha érted,
Akkor tudod könnyű tud lenni, már jó, könnyű tud lenni.
Jaj, nem baj. Azt részéről majd visítszom.
Hey there, sorry to butt in. If we're not got a solution, then we are digging around for some info on an incident that happened here. And if we pull you aside for a sec... Well, yes, I don't mind. May I step away for a bit, Jennifer? Of course, I'll be here enjoying my tea. Incident, you say? What might you be referring to, and what would I know about it? It was Senator Taylor, that incident 20 years ago. Who told you? I have my sources. I've got something to deliver to his next of kin if he's got any. Actually, just to make sure, can you confirm this guy in the photo here is Taylor? It's been an age since I've seen that face. That's him, yes. Hold it. Old man wasn't just robbing the place, he was in cahoots with the terrorists. You mind filling us in on what happened that day? Well, if it would help your investigation, I suppose I can tell you what I know. Taylor was a fellow Republican Party member. He and I weren't particularly close, but I respected him as a political ally. He was especially active on the subject of race relations. He had a flair for these passionate, fiery speeches in Parliament. Real cock of the walk, huh? Yeah, but right at his highest, he got wiped out just like that. I'll never forget that night. He was staying here for a family vacation. They came into the hotel in the dead of night and gunned him down in his sleep. I heard his son miraculously survived, but both he and his wife were killed. Man, I had no idea. But cowards couldn't beat him in a debate, so they shut him up by force. Do you know where the kid is now? I'm afraid I don't, sorry. But he was good friends with a man named Huck, if memory serves. He may be able to help you. Last I heard, he was living in Old Town. His address hasn't changed since then. You can find him there. That rings a bell, don't it? Yep, our favorite old bathhouse beach, if I had to bet. If Timira says he's at the Lurley right now. Ah, you're acquainted? Good, good. That should make things easier. Best of luck with your investigation. Taylor's son deserves closure on that terrible, terrible day.
What are we waiting for?
Ja. Igen, válogatnak meg fogok. Igen.
What's on the menu? Be seeing you.
Can't go wrong with you again.
Man, why's it gotta be me?
Very good fun. Almost as
That's some bachelor cooking.
Got it! I'll try my hardest. My Kruger cooking turned out great.
Roadway Information Center. Speed limits are in place on the Autobahn leading to
What?
Let me ask you something.
Hey there, you folks look pretty glum. What's going on? We're in the middle of investigating a politician for a job. You see? Now I understand. If left no stone unturned, you've dug up a lot of stuff meant to stay buried. Anyway, yeah, Still and I were good friends. We debate about all sorts of things over drinks, like policies to diminish racial disparity and such. No kidding, here I thought all you did was sweat it at the sauna. That's true, Suck manages a well-established investment firm. People like that always have connections with the top brass calling. So you really can't judge a book by its cover. Ah, that's okay, I'd rather stay like that. I prefer how people treat me when they don't know. Back on track. This guy's son is still alive, yeah? Got an idea where he went? That I do, his name is Rod. After the attack, I believe he went to live with some relatives in Altar. As for what he's up to these days, I have no clue. Gotcha. Looking for someone who does that. Actually, one more question while I still got you here. Do you know what happened to the culprits? Culprits actually, but I do. There were two of them. They went on the run after the fact but got caught sometime later. Their testimony suggested that there had been some friction for a while. They mentioned something about an intruder letting the kid get away and that they thought someone was selling them out. From what I understand, Roderick's own recollection of what happened is pretty hazy. Curious about this intruder letting the kid escape. Intruder? That's interesting. I think I can see the bigger picture now. Now that I think about it, I might know somebody who'd have an idea about Roderick's whereabouts these days. We should talk to the editor-in-chief of the Tyrrell Times. She was all over that whole case back in the day. Any luck? She might still be keeping up with it. Wouldn't hurt to ask at the very least. To know, hopefully you'll save us the trouble of sniffing out the info ourselves. Thanks, Huck. All you want. I won't say no to gratuity. I think some milk gelato will do just fine as thanks after a long soak. Sure thing, I remember to hook you up with some later. As the next stop on this involuntary city tour is Tyrrell Times then. This keeps being a big pain in the ass.
Off we go.
All these shops are so nice.
A droplet of paradise can intoxicate more than the sweetest of wines.
Good
Discover the
grief.
inebriating world of show business in Sober Curious.
I won't deny that this not to get results, but in this day and age there are a lot of questions about what our job is.
Let me ask you something.
Hey there, Chief. Got an assignment right now. I was hoping we could talk to you about if you got a minute. An arc right. We meet again. You know, any good reporter doesn't give up and scoops without a good reason. Tell me what brings you here and we'll take it from there. Oh, I think you'll be pretty interested in this one. It's got to do with the terrorism case from a couple decades ago I told you know about. See, someone's done their homework, finally earning your keep on this assignment of yours, I see. Alright, I'll bite. I'll tell you what I know. But in exchange, you have to promise to report back on how everything turns out once it's over. Deal? Wow, thinking of turning this into an article or something? More or less, certainly has the makings for a story worth bringing to life. If it turns out I'm wrong, no problem. I'll keep it to myself. Works for me. You got yourself a deal. So as it happens, I'm still investigating that case, even if it's never been made public. Partly is to bring justice for the surviving family, but also to keep the pressure on anti-immigrant groups that would do such a thing. Suffice it to say, I'm well aware of what Roderick's up to these days. Good to know. Now quit beating around the bush and spit it out. Once he grew up, Roderick became a young entrepreneur, and a promising one at that. He travels around cutting business deals, but he keeps Edith as his home base. I've interviewed him on a number of occasions over the years, not just as survivor of that case, but also to discuss his business ventures. He's like an impressive guy, must have inherited his dad's ambition to make a difference. I can try to call him on his mobile terminal and arrange a meeting for you if you like. I can't make any promises, but do you want me to try? Sure, I'd appreciate it. Hi Roderick, how are you? This is Editor-in-Chief Sullivan from the Tyrrell Times. I wanted to ask... You're all set. Luckily for you, he just so happens to be nearby. He said he would wait for you later at the terrace over by the station. Excellent, that worked out perfect then. There's more. Something else he was hoping you two could do for him in return. He wants you to bring your client, owner of the locket, with you when you meet him. I get why he does that, but I got my doubts that Grandpa's gonna play ball. Won't know for sure until we ask him. We'll bring it up when we give him our progress report. Fingers crossed. Good luck, Spriggan. Make sure to come talk to me once everything's over. Yeah, I will. Deal's a deal. Alright, let's bring the guy up and get this show on the road. Hey, this is Van Acker from Archive Solutions. I wanted to ask... Great, see you then. How'd it go? Didn't say much for now, we're just linking up at the riverside bridge. We fill him in on everything once we meet him in person. Fair enough, let's move. Hozd meg, de hosszú ez.
On my way. Yeah.
Right.
Másikból. Mindegyik játékban máshol van a futás. It's hoping to hear from you, Spriggan. But I figured it wouldn't be until you return the locket. What's this about? First off, I wanna make sure we're on the same page. Let me give you a progress report on our investigation. Alright then, let's hear it. I explained what they'd learned about the terrorist attack on the Maserati Hotel. Finally, they told Bruno they'd managed to get in contact with Senator Taylor's son, Roderick. Well, you certainly picked up the trail quick. Said you robbed the hotel, but this photo is of two of the terrorist attack victims. Thought you might be in the terrorists behind the attack, but I've changed my mind since. My guess is you just did exactly what you said, robbed the hotel. Just so happened that we were in the middle of it when the place was hit by terrorists, yeah? Those kind of coincidences only occur in stories. But that ridiculous scenario is exactly what happened that day. Yep, which also means that the person we heard about that saved Roderick's life must have been, to make it sound more honorable than it was, I wasn't out to save a kid. Mine wasn't on all the dead people at the time. I thought that, hey, with people dying all around me, no one would miss a thing or two. Man, aren't you a nice fella? Guess look at one of those missing things. Even then, Roderick still wants to meet you. Wait, what? He asked us to bring you to him when we hand over the locket, actually. It's ridiculous. How do you want me to face him now? What is written all over you, man? He wanted to know what happened and whether the kid's still kicking. And that's why you hired us to get the locket back to him. You asked me you should stop skulking about and just talk to him. Damn it, it's not easy. Just needs one more push. Best if he was honest about being the guy that stole the locket. But if he doesn't wanna, then maybe he could go under the guise of being someone else. How should Bruno meet Roderick? Szerintem meet him as the thief.
Igazság.
Igen. Én mondogatom, hogy melyik szenáriót akarom látni. Nem tudom. Best to stop with the lies and just present himself as the thief. Stop making excuses and do it already. Don't know what Roderick's out to get from this meeting with you. But the worst that can happen will be you reaping what you've sown. You're right. If I'm going to go this far, I might as well have the courage to take that last step. Could you guys be... We're from Micro Solutions. You're Roderick, I take it? That's right. I'm the only survivor of the terrorist attack you've been investigating, though I was only a kid at the time. Let me start by giving you this locket back then. And handed the locket over to Roderick. Thank you very much. I'll be sure to treasure it. Take it you're the one that had it this whole time. Yeah, his name's Bruno. He's the man who stole it from the hotel you were staying at 20 years ago. And you're the thief who just so happened to target our room the same day those terrorists came for us. Heard you told the police that you didn't remember anything at the time. Thought you'd have forgotten me. Oh, I would never forget you. Why did you cover for me? Oh, I suppose it doesn't matter at this point. I'm sorry, I may not have been the man that killed your parents, but I still let them die. If you want revenge, I take it. You can even turn me into the cops if you want. I won't resist. Bruno, for 20 years I wanted to meet you. For 20 years I wanted to say something to you. Thank you. Thank you for saving my life. What? When I woke up that night, the first thing I saw was two men standing by my parents' bed. Both of them drenched in blood. It was too late for my parents. I was so scared that I couldn't move. It would have been too late for me too if you hadn't appeared then. You didn't hesitate. You looked me in the eyes and immediately took my hand and led me out of the room. I'll admit I noticed you pocketing Mom's locket as you did. Came to loot the place and wasn't gonna leave empty-handed, huh? But you still saved my life. You told me not to tell anyone about you after you left. And I listened. You were my hero. Still are. So I never told the police or my relatives about you. You've been my secret this whole time. Tough nut to crack, huh? You idiot. I'm no hero. You didn't think I was gonna chance on a murder scene and I led you away without even thinking about it. And you had to go and thank me after that. Sounded so pitiful. Wrong things continued to haunt me all these years. I started making more and more mistakes until I finally gave up thieving. Really? I'm very sorry about that. Wow, get the smile off your face. I guess that means it's thanks to you that I was able to change. I should be thanking you, not the other way around. It makes me genuinely happy to hear I was able to do something for you after everything you did for me. Sure are a piece of work, old man. And that was corny as hell, but I guess it's not that bad to see that from time to time. The party kept Bruno and Roderick company as the two of them talked for a while longer. Eventually they saw Roderick off, who, as much as he wished he could stay, was forced to leave for a business meeting. I'm gonna head off. I'll make sure to wire you your money later. Cheers! Listen, this is all thanks to you guys. What's that? Can you say that again? Forget it! See ya! Dude needs to learn to speak his heart more. You're right about that one. Bruno departed when contacted Editor-in-Chief Sullivan to update her on what happened. She concluded that there was no reason to publish what they had learned, as there were no threats to the public. So it was that, unbeknownst to the world, the story of the former thief and the locket he stole came to a happy end.
That takes care of that.
Mirror deposit confirmed.
Mindenre adott egy kicsit. Wow.
Igen, hogy nem mondanám teljesen Dónak, meg Graynek se. Volt benne egy kis káosz is. Választásod kis káoszos is volt. De mind a kettő kis káoszos volt. Szóval ez egy ilyen külű volt, nem tudok kikerülni a káoszt egy kicsit.
De nekem ez a válasz tetszett, hogy ha már úgyis találkozik vele, akkor már menjen úgy, hogy nem rejtőzködik. Tetszett ez a küldőek is. Érdekes volt. Hát csak egy volt. Oh, sounds like I've got mail. Oh, you got a booty call? Oh, shut up. It's from the CID. You got another job for us. We recently received reports of a dangerous monster in the area. Location, left of the Dirke Memorial Park, monster unidentified arcade solutions. Handle this immediately.
Na, megint egy szörnyű.
As typical monster extermination gig looks like. We'll be heading to Dirk Memorial Park. Never been to that place before. I'm guessing it's named after Sheena Dirk. It's on the outskirts of the city, so we'll have to drive a ways to get there. Wish they picked some place closer. Hold on, what's with all the extra line breaks?
P.S. Make sure you treasure all of your memories.
Ez jelent valamit, de nem tudom, hogy mit. Majd elmondják. Make sure you treasure all of your memories. Ez nem ilyen szentimentális valaminek akar hangzani. Guy's a pain in the neck sometimes. So what's the plan, Chief? Well, the pay's decent enough, I guess. I think snatching it out of the guilds grubby pose is the play here. You're gonna need to take the car though. So let's get back to the garage once we're done with everything else.
Ladder launch.
Igen. Ez fejezi be a szabad részt. Ha erre elindulunk. Ha még egy küldi van.
meg...
Még egy küldi lesz, igen. Igen.
Úgyis olyan, hogy szól majd a játék, hogy ha elkezdted, akkor mindig írja, hogy akkor vége van ennek a szekciónak.
Ja. Ezt elmennem, azt akkor folytatom. Legközelebb. Nem a legközelebb, igen, már majd. Ezt már nem.